Hey everybody, this one is going to be titled, how can I get more drill time? So this is a pretty decent question, and I'm going to tell you that every time you march your flight is drill time. And this is what I mean. It doesn't matter if you're an RGT or an ATC. If you're going to chow, you're going to be applying drill all the way down. So for ATC, for me personally, when I'm done teaching flanks, I always tell them, hey, we dancing all the way to chow to work up an appetite. And I'll left flank them, right flank them all the way down to chow. And then sometimes I'll put them where the pathway is in between the overhang and the dining facility. I'll drill over there and do left flank, right flank, left flank, right flank. And then I'll stop them. Hey, this is what y'all not doing well. Hey, y'all are pivoting sharp though. I appreciate that. Let's get it in. And I always say, hey, we're the only flight dancing out here, right? That's why we're going to be the best one out here. Because when it all comes down to it, the more that they want it, the better they're going to become. So just keep that in mind. So some of the things that I do is when I'm done like teaching like drill 1, for as many, I'll try to get to the dining facility at least 10 to 15 minutes early. So that means I'm falling out 20 minutes before chow. You know, sizing them up, auto size, whatever. And then we go to chow. And then I'll send the chow runners and I say, hey, we dancing. If flights have chow at the same time as me, I'd be like, hey, you go first, go right ahead. That's more drill time for me. So unfortunately, the chow runners are watching us get our dance on. They're like, well, they'll get their opportunity. They'll get their opportunity when people want to step up to be chow runner. Then that'll be their opportunity. So and I'm talking about like 50 to 60 times right before chow. So before lunch, before dinner, whatever the case is. And then sometimes if I'm way ahead, I'll be like, hey, it's 1900. Y'all's drawers look pretty good. I think you're ready for your appraisal. I don't want to leave early. Let's go out there and dance. Let's play some knockout. So then knockout would be my second thing that I do to give time to do some drill. And then I'll start calling commands on the wrong foot, and I'll tell them, hey, look, left flank's going to be called on the left foot. Right flank's called on the right foot. To the rear, it's called on the right foot. Change step is called on the right foot. You can't do present arms as a drill for marching. So don't let me get you with that. I'll throw up like order arms at the position of attention, and they'll be at present arms. I'll be like, you out, bye. And that's what I do. And I do that as much as I can. So just say there's too many flights going in and out of the dining facility, and instead of marching them and doing flanks, I'm doing knockout. Now, the benefit of knockout is that I'll go at a quicker cadence, like the high teens. And when I say teens, I'm like 118, 119 beats or steps per minute at the higher side of the cadence of quick time. So left, haste, right, haste, left, haste, left, haste, parade, hess. Left, haste. Can't do it. You can't do it. You're out. You're out. You got to be in a position of attention before you can do a left haste. Bye. And these are some of the things that I do to make my flights a lot better for drill. And then competing with brother sister flight. That's so fun. You know, who has the cleanest formation of the flight or fall in? Who has the cleanest? Who's got the sharpest, you know, pivots? You know, when they're doing to the rear. Stuff like that. Competition is always going to make your flight better. I also do something called open range challenge. I'll get everybody in the stairwell, especially the older weeks of training. How about you think you beat my second week flight on drill 2 for formation of the flight or fall in? Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, we can beat you. Open ranks? Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. And what I did at the 326 was we had our Friday nights were open ranks challenge nights, or Saturday nights were open ranks challenge. And that's just what I did. I loved it. I loved it. The instructors got a lot from it because they could see how sharp my flight's being. And then I would help them. The newer instructors be like, well, they'll be like, well, how'd you teach this? They're so sharp. And I'll teach them to like, oh, boom. Gives me an opportunity to mentor as well. And then sometimes when I was in ATC, y'all, I'll be going down to the other squadrons, connecting with whoever's connected with you in the DFAC, and be like, hey, Open Ranks Challenge, what's up? I'll bring my flight over. And then having another squadron go to another squadron and just compete for 15 minutes on Open Ranks. And that's it. That's amazing. And it really helps. So I had a Space Force flight at a 326. And a lot of times, you know, the stigma was that Space Force, they don't march as good as Air Force. And I proved that wrong. It just depends on who the instructor is and who's pouring into the flight. So my question is for you, how are you going to pour into their drill? How are they going to do that? Or how are you going to do that? How are you going to create the time? All right, so we're just going to recap real quick. DFAC, when you're waiting for outside DFAC, fall out like 15, 20 minutes early and practice drill. Drill. You could also do eyes right, you know, practicing eyes right while the child runner is waiting for the flight in front of them to get done before they call you in. You could be working on eyes right. Oh, real quick, how I do eyes right is I do it from a mark time. And I teach them to turn their heads when their left heel strikes the ground. So, and then I just say turn. So I'll say, eyes, height, turn, red up, hunt, turn. And that's when they turn their head, except for the fourth element. And you can do that all outside the dining facility. And then your next time you can do this is for knockout. When you have some time, maybe before or right after, you can play a little knockout, get their minds right. And then Friday nights, Saturday night lights, Friday night lights, do a little drill competition, see who's clean. And that's how I make my flights really good on drill. So, well, anyways, I got a little distracted driving. So if I said something in this one that didn't make sense, my bad. But hopefully you got it. Some of y'all have my number. Some of y'all know how to get in touch with me. Let me know what videos that you want to hear. All right. So this is just a friendly MCI mentor. I'm out.